History and geography. Good morning or afternoon, students. Hope you're doing well. Listen, your test, I will get those grades back to you as quickly as possible. Just a lot of stuff to grade there. So I will get that done hopefully today, and you'll know sometime today what your grade was. But I'm sure all of you did well. And listen, I'm grading these understanding that this is a little different than what we've been doing. If we were in class, the grade would be a little different. But I know a lot of y'all, especially with some of those questions that had two numbers for different activities, I know that was confusing for some. I will take that into consideration. So don't sweat it, but I'll get those back as soon as possible. What I want you to do today, we're going to start talking tomorrow or Wednesday, one of the two, about Mexico and Central America. That is chapter 15 in your book. And if you notice, we are getting close to the end of the book, which is great. And we will not spend a lot of time on Mexico and Central America, but we'll go through that fairly rapidly, and we'll skip around. We've got about 3 weeks left, and we're going to get as much material as possible. Y'all have done great. I mean, you really have. We've almost covered the entire book. You've gone faster than some of the higher level classes have. So proud of you. Want to say that a bunch of great students, and just wanted to let you know what we're going to do today. Hopefully you have your map skills book. If not, I'm going to include a scan of these as well. And here's what you'll need to do. You'll need to number these. Now, this is going to be a little more difficult because especially skill sheet 39, this is on page 75 in your book. Now, on this, it says write the name of the mountain range on each line. And you have basically countries. So there are some mountain ranges, and I will tell you about those. There's the Sierra Madre Occidental, and there's the Sierra Madre Oriental. Okay, so those two mountain ranges you will need to write on the line. All right, Sierra Madre Occidental and the Sierra Madre Oriental. Okay, those are the mountain ranges they're asking for, and then you're going to number each country, city, or canal at the correct location. Now, I understand that unless you have a printer, that's going to be very difficult to do. So what I would want you to do is learn where these are. Okay, so that one is going to be a little harder for you to turn in, but I want you to learn where these are. Tomorrow, we will go over these in video form. That's why I'm saying it's probably going to be Wednesday, before we start Mexico. But we will go over these tomorrow, but I want you to learn where these are. And I'll give you a hint just for an example. The Chihuahua is right there. Okay, 21 is right there at the top. So we will go over a few things with those, and I will go over the map with you. It's going to be a little harder to do with me not being there, but we will go over that. One that you can turn in, at least you can give the answers. Now, this is skill sheet 40. So I want you to look over skill sheet 39, know where those are. If you have a printer and you want to print them out, that's great. If you want to, figure out, some of y'all are creative and know of ways you can do things. Page 77 in your book is skill sheet 40. And it's talking about Mexico and the West Indies. Now, the maps are on page 350 and 351 in your textbook. It also says find the following. This is number 1 under Mexico, and the same as under the West Indies. Find the following on the Atlas map of Middle America in your textbook, and it lists, like under Mexico, Sonoran Desert, Mexican Plateau, Bay of Campeche, Monterrey, Guadalajara, Tampico, and Mexico City. So it tells you to find those on the map. So simply you find those. There's nothing you can turn in on those. But number 2, which river forms the boundary between Mexico and much of Texas? Okay, that you can answer. So number 2, number 3, and number 4, you can answer those on a separate sheet. I want you to do that. And under Map Study the West Indies, numbers 2, numbers 3, and numbers 4, you can answer those. So I want you to do those. Be familiar with this. Tomorrow, we are going to go over these, and you can look at your maps while we have the videos up, or you can pause and whatnot. But I want to go over each of these and familiarize you with these locations. That way, when we talk about them in the book, you can be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. The Rio Grande. I know where that is. So we're going to do that, but it's skill sheet 39, skill sheet 40. You'll see them attached. Familiarize yourself with those. If there's some way you can print them out and do them, great. But we will go over those tomorrow. But make sure you're familiar with them and answer the questions on skill sheet 40. Numbers 2, 3, and 4 on each section. So 2, 3, and 4 on Mexico, 2, 3, and 4 on the West Indies. Get those turned in to me. And like I said, tomorrow on the video, I will be going over the answers to each of these. And I'll be pointing out on the map where these are located, just in case. And we'll go over it together. And more than likely Wednesday, we'll start our talk about Mexico and the West Indies. Listen, have a great day. Get that done. And we'll see you tomorrow.